So one of the things that's great about this fixture is that we've really sort of concentrated the color spectrum a little bit more. So, and also we're giving you incredibly deep, rich colors in a really bright package. So you really hard pressed to get red that bright out of just an incandescent instrument. But we're also going to add a little bit more red to it and intensify it even more. But if we're also adding some amber into this fire package so that you can get these deep, rich oranges and wonderful ambers. And then should you desire yellow, we have to add another color to get yellow. And there you go. So we have a really strong color choice in this warm region, but sometimes you need a little blue to get into those beautiful pinks that you want. And then what happens once you start working in one color zone, then you have enormous amount of flexibility in where the colors go. And I'm just barely moving this. You see how little I'm moving this? See the enormous shift that's going on?
Wow.
It's just extraordinary what's happening. And that is simple, small increments of movement to change those color temperatures around, as well as get those deep, rich colors. So I'm doing that in the warm region, and now I'm going to move over to, and the other thing is we still have, of course, our beautiful ability to
Fade in
and fade out, like an incandescent fixture.
Okay.
So also, I'm going to give you these features in a cool package as well. So we'll start with a really, really rich blue, and then start adding these blues into it so that you can begin to see all the possibilities of your blue palette. So by giving you a warm and a cool palette, it gives you a lot of flexibility. And suddenly you have high sides that knock your socks off. And of course we also have these double yolks that they go with, so you can put, in a second I'll show you what they look like when they work together. And I'm doing all of this on a little smart fade. Pretty cool, huh?
Excellent.
And let's see if I can get into your purple zones. There we go. Some purples. Nice lavenders.
And this is all with the ice fixture.
Yeah, and all I'm doing is just sitting here, barely moving the all the ice fixture, and I'm just barely moving the board. Now, let's see what happens if I add some of the two fixtures together. So let's assume, since they're side by side, let's see what's going on now. Oh, I'm beginning to get beautiful whites and intense whites.
And this is mixing both the fire and ice together.
Yes. And so I'm getting these intense, beautiful whites. And I can really, really manipulate the color temperature now. Because if I have these stacked one on top of the other, I have an incredible fixture that's incredibly bright in both extremes, as well as these beautiful whites.
Excellent.
So it's just extending everything we've learned around the X7 concept into a warm and a cool package.
And how many channels are we using on the Smart Fade for each fixture?
I'm using 6 channels, 5 colors, and a 6 controller.
Intensity.
Yeah.
Wow. Now, is the fire and ice expected to only be in the 11-inch
We're going to
range?
have it an 11 and 21 inch.
11 and 21
Yes,
inch.
and you can double yoke both.
Oh, great.
So,
Well, thank you very much, Novella.
you're welcome.